This is the afternoon weather briefing. This is for Friday, the 22nd of November. I'm James Spann. Alabama's weather cold tonight. We warm up by Monday. We'll see 70s, but then we have a cold front due in here about Thanksgiving Day. That's going to bring some active weather and then more cold air toward the end of next week. So a lot of things going on here. Let's get in here and see if we can answer all your questions. As we typically do, we'll begin with the upper air look across the country today. Very deep trough on the Atlantic coast. That's the delivery mechanism for the cold air that you feel. Check the visible satellite view. It's a cloudless sky across Alabama. Look here, up north, we got more snow falling. Pennsylvania and some of the adjacent states. They've had a lot of snow over the past 24 hours underneath that cold core upper low. Temperatures are well below average now. We're going a little early today. These observations were taken at 1 o'clock, but still, even with sun in full force, we have upper 40s for places like Cullman and Haleyville. Around the rest of the state, we got mostly 50s, even Mobile in the 50s early this afternoon. What a change from the mild days we had earlier this month. So tonight we have the chance of a freeze down again to US 80. Demopolis, Montgomery, Tuskegee. It all depends on the wind. If the wind can go calm, we'll have a radiational cooling night, and we're going to see a lot of folks at the freezing mark. If the wind stays up, we'll stay in the mid-30s. One way or the other, it's going to be cold. And around the rest of the nation, winter storm warnings continue for parts of West Virginia, Pennsylvania, and New York. And obviously, as cold air takes over, no severe storms through tonight. Maybe some thunder for the northern Pacific coast. Tomorrow, again, maybe a few isolated storms back in the northwest. And on day 3, which is Sunday, no organized severe storms expected across the country. Here's the rain for the next 7 days, valid through Friday morning of next week. And this is suggesting the better rains over the northern half of the state, where amounts could exceed 1 inch. South Alabama generally under 1/2 inch. And again, that's with a cold front coming in here around Thanksgiving. We got all the new data in. We'll take a look at that in just a second. And again, the tropics, we're done with it. Hurricane season is basically over. It technically is over at the end of this month. All right, model fans, here we go. The GFS, the 12Z run, valid tomorrow afternoon at 4. Again, the big trough is moving off the Atlantic coast, and it's going to be clear and cold. Now, these are temperatures tomorrow morning at 6 o'clock, coming off the high-resolution HUR model. And the HUR is kind of suggesting there could be some clouds over the Tennessee Valley, and if it's cloudy, then in places like Huntsville and the Shoals, they could be in the low 40s, well above freezing. But where the sky is clear, we'll be down in the 30s. And the question is, can the wind drop to near calm? And if that's the case, we'll have radiational cooling, and we'll have many spots around freezing. If the wind stays up 4, 5, 6 miles per hour, we'll be in the mid-30s like this. So one way or the other, it's going to be a cold night tonight. But growers, I would plan on the worst-case scenario, which is a calmed wind and the chance of freezing temperatures. But during the day, the sky will be sunny, upper 50s and low 60s, a marvelous day for college football. Sunday, once again, we start the day in the 30s. The high Sunday will be in the 60s. We start to warm up. Monday looks like a dry day. We'll be in the low and mid-70s. Hey. That is the warmest day of the week next week. And we note that cold front from a surface low that's over Lake Michigan down to about Fort Smith, Arkansas. And that'll be coming in here on Tuesday. But the GFS is suggesting there's just no moisture to work with. So nothing more than isolated showers Tuesday. And temperatures cool down with 60s. Wednesday. All right, busiest travel day of the year. Looks pretty good across the country. No major big high-impact storms. You can see we got a chance of snow out in Colorado and Wyoming, out in the Rockies and the Wasatch Mountains. Maybe some snow for northern New England, but a pretty favorable travel day Wednesday of next week. And for Alabama, it looks cool and dry. Upper 30s, low 40s in the morning. The high Wednesday, low and mid-60s. So Thanksgiving, a cold front approaches, another front, and this time there should be enough moisture for rain. This is the GFS depiction on Thanksgiving. Let's go to the European, and it suggests there could be a 1,003 millibar low that's over the Tennessee Valley. And again, the European is suggesting the air will be relatively unstable, which will open the door for thunderstorms. And, of course, the question is, could we see any severe storms? This is tornado season here. And that's not really a classic tornado look there, but again, until we get to Sunday, Monday, we won't have extremely high confidence how this whole thing plays out. But certainly the confidence is increasing. Thanksgiving Day is going to be wet, maybe stormy here. And again, Thursday morning will be in the 50s. The high will be in the 60s on Thursday. And that should bring maybe an inch of rain to the northern half of the state, 1/2 inch to the south. And then a week from today, Black Friday, the 29th, troughing again, establishing over the eastern states, and a shot of colder air comes in here. Up in the Tennessee Valley, Huntsville, the Shoals, you could be in the 40s all day Friday of next week with a brisk north wind. And then let's go to, well, I'll tell you what, I don't have the graphic in the set here, but I'll tell you the next day is Iron Bowl Saturday. And confidence is high. The day will be cold and dry for Iron Bowl Saturday. It's a 2:30 kickoff this year. The game is in Tuscaloosa. And again, the data suggesting will be below freezing Saturday morning and temperatures in the 40s Saturday afternoon in Tuscaloosa. But a sunny day. So sunny, cold, crisp, pretty good football weather if you ask me. But you'll clearly need a pretty good little jacket there. So let's go out 10 days. This is Monday, December 2nd. And again, very deep vortex over the northeastern states, and we are cool and dry, if this verifies. Maybe cold and dry. With that little impulse coming into Louisiana, but not cold enough for snow. Rain for Birmingham. Numbers are coming down. This is off the European ensemble. The mean is down to about 1.5 inches between now and the 7th of December. And we've seen it much higher, but it's come down a pretty good bit in the last couple of runs. But let's check the numbers coming right off the national blend of models. And again, this is for Birmingham. Where you live, the numbers could be different. Tomorrow morning, 34 to start the day. The high tomorrow, 58. Then Monday, that's our warmest day of the next 10 days. Monday's high, 73. Then low 60s for Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Thanksgiving Day, the high 63 with rain and maybe some thunder. And then notice the drop-off, highs dropping to near 50 by Friday, Black Friday, and Iron Bowl Saturday. And you can see that Saturday morning, November 30th, we start the day around 30 with a high of 49. But it should be dry. And let's see, I probably am not able to pull the new graphic in. This is the latest 8 to 14 day. And again, we're doing a little early today because we've got to be in Cullman this evening. And it's not in yet. But again, you get the idea. There's a lot of blue on that map. Pretty cold air settling in over the contiguous United States. So cold weather fans, there you go. All right, let's roll some Children's of Alabama Kid Cam video. Hey, third graders. I like it a lot. Friday crowd, Thanksgiving holidays coming up, everybody in a good mood. Alexandria Elementary, home of the Valley Cubs. And we had a great time today talking about science and weather. And, ooh, I like that cake. The look of that cake just really appeals to me. And those cookies are absolutely outstanding. But we had a great time today. We talked about thunderstorms, forecasting, hurricanes, tornadoes, did some storm spotting. Those third graders are good. Teachers are great schools. So, again, to all of the teachers and students at Alexandria Elementary School in Calhoun County, thanks a lot for a great visit earlier today. You guys are looking good. So, yes, they're going to be in a Cullman. Head up there shortly. This is the big night for the Christmas parade there and their big Christmas tree lighting and this ceremony, and it's good. This is like a Disney production. It's really good if you've never been to one of these. Taylor Hicks will be performing in the band, and I'll be there on stage as we get the tree all illuminated. And we'll be actually streaming the parade on our social media channels on ABC 3340. I'll link to that here. So I hope to see many of you in Cullman tonight. Bundle up. Temperatures have come down through the 40s for that. So looking forward to it. But that'll do it for this update. Thank you guys for watching. We'll be on ABC 3340 News this evening live at 4, 5, 6, and 10. Thanks for watching. Have a marvelous weekend, and God bless.